Hi, Ramona.
Hi, Jolita.
How are you doing?
I'm very good. I'm enjoying myself at this post-Christmas Thanksgiving in Astoria. All vegan, 80-10-10 all the way.
Yes.
Pomegranates on my plate.
Yes.
Right here.
We have fruit here.
Yeah, persimmons.
So, Ramona, how long you been raw vegan?
Since 2006.
Wow, that's a long time. It can go. Is it hard to do?
I found it was the best thing ever in my life because I have more energy. I feel just more healthier. Even though I always been healthier, I just have more energy.
Yes.
I feel more longevity in my bones and the way I work out.
Yeah.
People my age in high school, I'm 42 years old. People, say look at my 20s and my early 30s. People I know my age who know this lifestyle. Their skin is not clear, they're very tired, they're lacking energy, they're on medication.
Yes. More than 50% of people is on medication. That is just crazy there. So, do you find any challenges as far as social or in your job, like when you eat this diet?
Oh, you know what? Initially when I started in 2006, yes. But over that, I just overcame it.
Yeah.
It's all about what you want in your life. It's
yes.
What you believe in, and like attracts like. And eventually, I attracted other people with the lifestyle too. So that's that.
Yeah, that's why now we have this party with all the fruitarians here, and we can enjoy and not be afraid. And from now on, I myself, I'm not afraid to say anymore that I'm raw vegan and I'm proud of it, and I always say this 100%.
Yeah, me too.
Is there any health challenges that you overcame?
Thank God. Even before I was not a vegan, I was always healthy.
That's
I became
great.
a vegan so when I'm, for the animals.
Even to stay healthy and
maintain my health to a higher level.
Yes.
To challenge my health to a higher level.
And happiness too, right?
Yes, happiness, more spirituality. Because when you eat an animal, you take in the emotions.
Yes. You take in that fear, that adrenaline that comes out. Imagine if somebody with the knife came to kill you and put you on the table. How much fear would we feel, right? So that's a good point. So you are a personal trainer, and do you also teach kids mathematics and help them with school?
Yes, I am a personal trainer. I do CrossFit. I'm on veganbodybuilding.com and also veganbodybuilding.org. Check me out, Ramona Cadogan. And also, I'm a science teacher. I do academic fitness, physical fitness. I teach hula hooping, two of the main different subjects, a raw vegan chef, and I want to inspire other people to live a life of freedom and energy and longevity and happiness.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for sharing that, and this just proves a point that you can be smart and you can be athletic at the same time. Mathematics and physics do work together. So thank you for watching, everyone. You can create events like this at your own hometown. Get together with people same like-minded, and it's gonna have a great time. So happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Stay connected with 80-10-10 Fat Raw Vegans, and try to not neglect other people. It's important to try to expose this to as many people as possible, because we don't want to just be a small community. We want to grow, want to become big like yoga. But I wanted to ask, what do you have here now? You have applesauce, lettuce, fruit salad, and pomegranate.
Yeah, this is strawberry. This is that fantastic salad over there.
Yeah.
Applesauce sauce with cranberries, pomegranates. Ron made this dates, bananas,
Oh, wow.
like sort of sauce. Then there's mango, pineapple, melon, strawberries.
Nice.
Amazing.
Yeah. Do you want to share with the world how did you learn about 80-10-10 diet?
Sure. I was having a very difficult time. This was about 2 years ago, probably 2.5 by now. And just like desperately searching, I had an eating disorder and I had a really big problem. I just couldn't live. So I knew that there was something more to life, and that life should be easy, life should be simple, life should be happy, healthy, free.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of research. I found Dr. Joel Fuhrman, which brought me to Healthier Living, and it was the first book that had real information on, eat more fruits and veggies, phytonutrients, the science behind it.
Nutritarian.
Yeah, so exactly. So yeah, it just piqued my interest, and I was like, wow, the answer's here somewhere. So I just sort of followed that route, and then one day I found a Jordan Ryder video, and it was like this was like 2.5 years ago, so it was one of his earlier vids, and it was him, and he goes, how to be a raw vegan.
Oh.
And he points to his bike. And I was like, oh my god, all I do is ride my bike. I was like, this makes sense. Raw vegan, what is that? So I did some research. Ran into David Wolf a little bit, but sort of put that aside because it was pretty apparent from the beginning that was just bullshit.
A lot of supplements.
Pardon my French, but yeah, and I just followed that path. Jordan Ryder, then 30 Bananas Day started up, so I started following that. And just over 2 years, I transferred over.
Now look at you enjoying all this delicious fruit.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't this too much sugar for you?
No, not at all. No. This is sugar that I need.
No diabetes.
Yeah, no diabetes here. No high fat, so it's good. And 2.5 years later, I found myself 100%. So it's good.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Definitely.
Hello there. What's your name?
It all started with me. I watched Fasting Nearly Dead.
Ah, okay.
And I did a 10-day juice fast.
I see.
And that started with my raw food experiment. I did that for 10 days, and while I was doing that, I was researching raw foodism. And I found Dan McDonald on YouTube and Karen.
He got me onto raw foods as well. How long ago was this?
This is end of May of last year. End of May. And Christina and Karen Ramsey.
I see.
And
she's in New Jersey there. Are you far from
she
her?
lives right next to me.
Oh, so that's great. That's great. She's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, she's great. Karen is great. So while I was doing this little experiment, I started, the first 4 days of the juice fast were terrible. You felt no energy, really, I had really bad headaches. I mean, it wasn't awful, but it was pretty bad. And then, but the next 6 days, after every meal, you just feel energized.
Wow.
So I was like, there's something to this. And then while I was researching, what Dan McDonald had to say, Christina, Karen, and so then after I finished my juice fast, I kept it up. I started eating raw foods as opposed to just drinking them, and I've pretty much been doing that ever since.
Did you have any health challenges that you came over, or did you do just for the sake of idea and being healthy, or what prompted you to? Did you just got inspired by the movie, or?
Mostly inspired. The end of May, I started feeling a little depressed. I suffered from depression a year ago, 2 years ago, something like that. And then in May, I started feeling little symptoms were kind of coming back. I started feeling a little depressed, and I was like, oh no, I'm not going through this again. And that's what spurred me.
Well, that's awesome. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, you got their 80-10-10 t-shirts and everything?
Yeah, Karen had Dr. Doug Graham come over to her house and give a presentation that I was able to go to. So I got to meet Dr. Doug Graham.
Nice.
I got him to sign my 80-10-10 book.
Nice.
And the 80-10-10
Yeah.
sheet.
So I was planning to come over there, but I just couldn't. The schedule didn't work out. But good for you.
It's far from here.
Yeah.
It took me an hour to drive here.
Yeah.
And I just got here.
Well, great you came here. Great. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing the story too.
Yes, okay. I'm excited to try durian. I've never had durian before.
Yeah, we're gonna try the durian now. Woohoo! So, well, thank you for inviting us to your home. And I would like to ask, how did you find out about 80-10-10 diet? Google? How long ago?
Last year, December of last year.
Was it hard transitioning?
No and yes. Sometimes in the beginning it was actually easier than in the middle.
Right.
Addiction to cooked food versus raw food, and you realize that this diet is possible. Well, I realized. And little by little, baby.
And you are a personal trainer too? Soon?
Soon I'm studying right now, maybe in 2-3 months.
What would you advise for people who want to get in shape? What advice would you give?
Baby steps, anything, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, one healthy meal a day. You don't have to be 100% all the time, but as long as you're trying, that's enough.
Yeah, well, that's great. So you think you're gonna maybe introduce some clients of yours to this diet? If they're willing, right?
If they're willing, a lot of people,
Yeah, it's hard, but you see, yoga 20 years ago was something obscure.
Exactly.
And now everyone's doing it.
Exactly.
So
if they see you're an image of your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You look a certain way and people want to look that way. That's when you can be like, we're all vegan,
Yeah.
I work out so time a day, and this is my lifestyle.
Fast recovery time. Fast recovery time after.
When I was 100% for 2 months, I wanted to work out all the time. I was like, it's amazing.
That's great. Is there anything else you would like to share? Did you have any health challenges or any health challenges? Did you have any health problems?
I was bulimic.
Wow.
I wanted to heal my body inside, and I felt like vegetables and raw was the answer. I've never felt better.
Well, I'm so happy for you. And I think it's going to inspire many other people who might have eating disorders. I used to yo-yo diet all the time as well. Well, thank you so much. Something here, like apples. Bananas. No, I'm videotaping. Oops.
Hi, video.
Ready to say hi?
Yeah, I think so. I'm ready now. I went to the bathroom.
Oh.
So it was sort of, hi.
Hi, what's your name?
I'm Rebecca.
Oh, how long have you been fruitarian?
Well, hi people who just arrived. I don't want to be rude. I've been fruitarian for almost 6 months. And some people also call me raw radiant fruitarian. Also should know, I feel like I'm doing a public service announcement. I have a Jewish vegan fruitarian 811 veggie animal loving group on Facebook.
Oh, cool. How is
And
it
it
called?
started with one person. I'm cutting you off. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It started with one, me, and it was like 5 weeks ago, and now there's about 49.
Oh, nice.
From
Yeah.
all over the world.
And how is it called again?
What's it called? It's called, I changed the names a few times because at first I wanted just to be fruity people, and then I felt like,
Oh, I think I know that one.
yeah, you should check us out. It's Jewish.
Are you
Vegans,
Jewish?
Fruitarians and raw foodies. I am Jewish.
I have Jewish blood too. So, Jewish are
Yeah.
cool.
Is this a stand?
Yes.
Tripod. That's so cool.
Thanks. So how did you learn about 80-10-10?
Well, I was the old school kind of high fat, killing ourselves, getting tired middle of the day raw for a couple months about 2 summers ago, and at first I felt really good, but then I was really tired a lot, and many people were like, oh, you're detoxing, and I was like, I've been like kind of vegetarian and a yoga teacher, and I don't think I'm so toxic, so I started to research
Yeah.
better ways.
What kind of yoga do you teach? That's so cool.
So it's kind of connected to the group I have. I created a yoga called Nefesh Bliss.
So you created your own yoga?
My own kind of yoga. I mean, I studied with many great teachers for like 15 years on the West Coast.
Wow.
I studied under Sarah and Kundalini, but I created something called Nefesh Bliss, and it's a fusion of Eastern philosophy and Jewish thought, and aesthetically looks like yoga.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Because I did.
Then I have nothing to say.
No, I did yoga today. I did power yoga 90 minutes.
Nice.
Good for recovery.
Great for stretching.
Because I run, so for runners it's good vinyasa or
I love it.
awesome. Where do you teach?
So I teach in Manhattan, and I teach at Namaste Yoga, which is I feel like I'm doing another purpose.
That's okay.
In Amsterdam, but
We don't mind. Okay.
I was so done. I teach at Namaste Yoga, which is a beautiful, old school kind of yoga studio space, the kind that you don't see very often in Manhattan or big cities. It feels like you're going into some guru or some really beautiful.
The atmosphere is really nice.
It's
right?
intimate and there's tons of props and it's clean. And so it's called.
Sorry,
No, it's okay. Here's our hostess. It's called Namaste Yoga, and I teach on Saturdays and Sundays, and there's other workshops I do as special events. Namaste is on Amsterdam between 77 and 78, right off the one train at 79th Street, Upper West Side.
79, you said east or west?
West Side. So Amsterdam between 77 and 78. So right, so if you took the one train. I live on the west side, so I talk west.
Okay.
And also I teach at a school during the week for kids.
Also yoga?
Yoga and Hebrew and Judaic studies.
Oh. Wow.
Thing going on.
So, you see, no, that's okay. Everyone is doing 80-10-10. Jewish, Mexican, black people, Europeans. No, I mean all kinds of nationalities, you know. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing.
Nice to meet you.
Take that piece. This thing.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
You also eat this.
Don't slow it yet. Okay.
Sandra,
I never had one. It looks like chicken.
you never had one? You have to try it.
She's scared. She ran away from it.
Have you ever abundance and so many other things? I'm going to share with the others.
Because it's gonna be
I was
over.
had it already.
Okay, so he's trying. First time durian. Just take it with the
I've done my
hand.
fingers so many times. Not from
you don't need it.
Don't need a fork.
I'm scared.
Mom?
Don't be scared. You're gonna live. How does it taste like?
For having to intervene. Or for me to wise
I'm really bad at describing taste, but it tastes really good.
Oh, woo! He liked it. Yeah. Okay, please, can you try the durian?
I am, but I'm putting my plate down because I can only do one thing at a time.
Okay.
That's life.
Okay, so you wanna wait?
Enjoy it.
Wait, why did you need your doula? Why
Oh, okay. That's really good.
No,
It does taste like something, but
So, okay, what does it taste like?
don't ask me. I can't.
Like
I'm
onions, pineapple?
Just take
Okay.
yeah. You just take it and just shove it in your
Yeah.
I'm about to attack the durian.
Ah. Gonna have
Supposed to be soft.
to use a hand.
No, put your foot down. You gotta
Okay, she wants to use a fork.
Ew, it smells.
No!
I want to try it.
Do it!
What does it taste like?
It tastes like pineapple, banana, onion. Eat it! Eat it! Eat it! Eat it!
Yay!
No, you didn't give it a good chance. Here you go. Didn't like it?
Okay, so we're doing for you.
Thank you. It is very good one.
It's like sweet onion.
If you let it,
Yeah, it's like pineapple, banana.
That's something you eat every day.
it tastes like coffee.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. It's like really good.
What do you think? Do you think it's
24
okay,
apples.
bad, good?
Like, good.
You know how like
Oh,
tablespoon of cinnamon, tablespoon and a half of cinnamon.
Do you like
6
it?
dates.
Yeah,
and
I
some
like it,
raisins
but it
thrown
needs to
in.
be
We just start cooking.
Oh, that's a good.
The raisins are all like.
Do you like it?
I didn't like
A little water to help it cook.
this is a really good
Yeah, you
one.
have to acquire the taste.
There's so many things that I love. I'll leave more durian for everyone.
Could you open the rest?
Applesauce.
Yes, yeah.
Applesauce is a good base for a lot of things.
Oh yeah, man. It's really nice coffee.
Yeah, this one tastes like coffee too. It has cappuccino flavor.
Really?
Yeah,
I completely disagree.
have to try it more.
I didn't crack the chamber.
Because you didn't savor it. You didn't like it.
No, there is in the middle.
It looks like it's
here.
Wow.
There it is.
Inhale it. Take it in.
Why does it look like a porcupine? Maybe there's a.
It smells like breed meeting back
I
there.
think I have
Just a little delicacy. Doesn't smell that bad.
Here,
Yeah.
I am going to try one. Well, oh, wow.
You got a huge chunk of it. Is there anyone else here with
Can you? Woohoo!
That's disgusting.
That's obscene.
Thank you.
That's why I'm not.
Hi, what's your name?
Andrea?
Nice to meet you. Well, we already friends, but
Yeah.
for people on the other side, they probably haven't met you yet.
Yeah.
So, would you like to share with us? Could you share with us how did you learn about 80-10 and why you doing it?
Yeah. I went to Toronto last year, and my aunt is like, she had like cancer. I don't know what stage it is, but she underwent like this radiation and all those kinds of stuff, and then her friend is like a stage 4 cancer, which is like she had it in her breast, but now it's traveling to her brain.
Oh my God.
And then she had this book. It's called like a source book for cancer treatment. I don't know. I'm not sure of the name.
Cures for cancer treatment?
Yeah, something like that. It's like a raw vegan cure for cancer, but it's more of like the more
Juicing and superfoods.
Yeah, and at first it doesn't really make sense to me, but the raw thing, it does make sense to me. Like, but the supplement thing and something like that, no, it's not natural at all. It's like having like processed food.
Yeah.
In replacement for something like that.
Right. It's not we would eat in the nature naturally like that.
So I kept on looking into like all those raw books, like David Wolf's book, and then I came across Dr. Graham, and I was like, oh my gosh, I found the Holy Grail.
Yeah. And here you have banana. Spotted cheetah.
Yeah.
And so how long was this ago?
I found 80-10 like 8 months ago, and then I started it like 6 months ago. Now I've been doing 80-10 raw vegan for like 6 months now.
Oh, great.
Yeah, but it's not like 100%, it's just 80%.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
getting there.
It takes time. It takes time to transition
Still
and
learning. You know, like yesterday, I'm still trying to learn like the ripe meats. Like that. I had like persimmons, and then I had it like not really that ripe, and then it's so astringent. It's
starchy.
Yeah. So,
I see. Well, and goal is not always goal to be 100% too. It's the most important to do whatever works for you the best and what makes you feel the best.
Yeah.
But definitely with practice, it
takes time.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Is there anything else?
Eat more fruits.
Yeah, that's the right answer. Thank you. Bye. Hi there, everyone. Here I am with Alexandra, Banana Sandra. Are you high or something? No, high on bananas.
camera shy.
Okay. So how did you got into raw food?
So basically I've been vegan since I moved out of my parents' house.
How long ago was that?
That was 07.
Oh,
So how long was that?
5 years ago. 5.5 years.
5.5. Yeah, feels like that long.
Woohoo!
I know, right? And then I moved away from home, and then I moved like back kind of to my hometown and moved in with these like really wonderful people. And
They were vegan?
one of them was raw, and so I kind of like got into it that way, but it was mostly the like high fat stuff.
I see.
And it ended up making both of us really sick. And she had done like she had tried everything, even the like really restricting diet, and she was just not super vibrant. And then I moved away for a little while, and I came back, and the next time I saw her, she was like glowing and super happy and wonderful, and she like kind of turned me on to 82 to 10 in her like very gentle way that she does. And it took me, after she introduced me to it, it took me probably like maybe 2 more years for me to like really embrace it, like to look it up myself.
Yeah.
And to read Doug Graham's book and to like go online and really do my research and like fully embrace it.
Yeah.
So I've been like kind of going between this and more of like a cooked food counterpart to like a low fat.
Do you do like rice, potatoes still cooked?
Do what?
Do you do still cooked rice, potatoes, or?
No, I don't eat nightshades because I have some swelling in my joints. So I just kind of stay away from them.
What do you eat cooked still?
I guess like if I had to think about it, it would just primarily be vegetables. Occasionally,
I see. Okay.
I do millet sometimes. Yeah, I don't really do
like
rice.
yeah.
But, yeah, like if I'm gonna do a grain, I normally do millet.
I see. Well, millet doesn't have gluten and things, but you see, it's so amazing that sometimes we think we can't influence people, but your roommate, you know,
yeah, she totally. I completely, and now her partner is also pretty much following this lifestyle, and I saw them after Woodstock. They came to visit me, they like, came through town, and I was just like, yeah.
So we have to share, we have to speak to people about this, because if we're shy, we don't want to offend anyone, or don't want to say like we are raw vegans, you know, we're not going to change the world that way.
Right, you have to share it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I talk to people all the time, and like even like on Thursday, you know, on Thanksgiving, it was like my roommates had their basic Thanksgiving meal with like all their friends and everything, and there was this moment in which they were talking about what I eat, and I was kind of telling them like, well, I eat this much, and I probably, you know, I'm like, I generally eat maybe 20 bananas a day, and some other stuff, and they all just kind of were like nodding their heads, and they weren't arguing or anything like that. And then one person said, well, you know, fruit is really great calories.
Oh.
And like that was it.
Oh.
Like there was no arguing or anything like that. And it was so wonderful that they like completely embraced me sitting there eating my papaya while they ate their like mac and cheese.
Yeah. Maybe one day when they get sick, they're gonna remember this.
Right, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for.
So are we going to see you maybe at Woodstock next year, or are you still thinking about it?
No, probably not, because I'm saving money to
you're traveling
to Bali for midwife training.
That's awesome. You're gonna eat a lot of fruits there.
Right. So I probably won't. I mean, I don't know if someone just comes and gives me enough money for me to do Bali.
You never know.
Right, you never know. So whoever is listening.
Yes.
You can help this girl. Yeah, you can give me some money to sponsor me to go to Bali.
Yeah. Now, is there any health challenges that you overcame? Like you mentioned your joints. Is there anything else you had problems with? For the most part, no, none any, yes.
There have been some things, but I have some kidney issues that it's eating this way, it's just kind of like steadied it out. I no longer have the like hurting kidneys and the no longer hurting kidneys. It's just kind of steady. And then
that's good. That's great.
Yeah, I mean my skin's improved a lot, but my flexibility is greatly improved, which is important to me as a dancer.
Awesome. You're a dancer too.
Right, right.
Oh.
I'm like the one-woman band.
Well, that's great. That's great. That's what we want. We're superwoman. It's like it eats a lot of fruit. That's why it's superwoman.
Right. And I guess like I've always kind of fought with staying active. Like I can get really, and of course when you're not active,
little lazy.
all the
no desire to exercise and eating like foods that sedate you and makes you lethargic.
Right. And so eating this diet kind of like, because I have so much like bountiful energy, I just want to like run out the door.
Well, I can see that. You've been jumping here and dancing and talking to everyone. Like you have a lot of energy. I can tell me. Yay! Wow. So, is there anything else you would like to share with the world?
I don't think so. I think that's good. I mean, I can talk all night.
But so thank you. Hopefully somebody sends you to Bali. You can pay by PayPal. Okay.
Right, yeah, you can pay by PayPal.
Or Visa, we accept everything. Okay. Bye now, everyone. Stay healthy. Bye. Hi there. What's your name?
I am Gabriel.
Nice to meet you, Gabriel. Thank you for inviting to your home.
Well,
Thanks.
my home was always open to you guys.
Thanksgiving. Thank you.
We're celebrating the union of what it is to be a community.
Yeah, very beautiful one. And enjoying fruits.
Enjoying health. It's a toast to health. I mean, some pomegranate seeds, some cut fruit, got some romaine, you know.
Some leaves,
some greens.
Awesome. So, how did you now got into this community, and how did you learn? And you know, what's your journey?
You know, with me, there's more of a science to it. You know, it's more all my research always brings me back to the same place. I met my girlfriend. I'm very grateful for her. Without her, I don't think I'd be where I am. She was more the, you know, the putt in the back. Exactly, the push. You know, and like everybody else, you know, I once saw myself being naive. You know, thinking, where am I going to get certain nutrients from? Where am I, you know, where am I going to thrive? You know, my powder, this and that, my casein, which is really a poison to you, you know?
Yes, and so many men do that.
Yeah, you know, I'm also grateful for certain videos I watch, you know, movies, for example, Forks Over Knives. You know, you guys are on a blog that's very informational. You know, it's a learning experience. And every day I learn that, why am I going to harm myself by putting something that's going to taste good, but it's going to hurt my body?
Yes, it's not worth it, right? One time experience and feeling like crap.
I haven't touched meat in about a year, and I haven't really gotten sick.
Yeah, and you look very healthy. You look, you don't look like you're about to die.
No, I definitely don't. And I'm definitely not, you know, scrungy or anything.
Yes,
you know,
you have energy all the time.
I work out a lot.
Yeah.
So
you said you was into running, and you know, as somebody who's in the fitness, you can really monitor your energy levels better even than people who don't exercise. Yes.
You know, if I eat a certain way, my body would take a lot longer to recover because my body has to digest.
Yes.
Therefore, I can't focus my muscles on its job. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's supposed to do.
Right.
So
Awesome.
you know, I'm really happy that we all came together.
Yes.
Events like this, are gonna always be in a memory. And this is something that, it's a learning experience.
Yeah. Learning and inspiring each other.
And it's a true meaning of a community, really. If you really think about it. It's something that you don't really see anymore. We're too busy paying taxes, paying our bills. We're not together anymore.
Yes. We're just talking on the internet most of the
Definitely,
time.
but it's also a resourceful place. And because of places like the internet, we're here together.
Forums.
And the communication that is hidden from us. Kids are getting sick. Kids don't want to
The pharmaceutical companies are lying all the time, and the meat and dairy industry is putting out the wrong information. The studies are bought.
All the information is there for he who wants to research.
Yeah, that's a great
And at the
way.
end of the day, you can take our advice and believe it will be a slap in the face when you realize that if you're not feeding yourself properly, you're not really taking care of yourself. It begins with your body, and then it goes to your mind, and then it goes to your soul. And it's a cycle that you learn, and it makes you stronger.
So you think you gained a lot by taking the switch and not being afraid to really do something that's still unconventional and
It's definitely a challenge. It's a challenge that I like. It's not a challenge for me to not eat what I eat, what's not healthy. It's more of a social challenge to me, where I don't reveal my diet to certain people because
they accustomed to eating animals and they kind of
my friends say I don't get protein. Which isn't true. There's protein in fruit. There's protein. It's not as high.
But greens are high, and they are much better absorbed as well, and it's not destroyed by cooking, by heat, which is you destroy the meat.
And, people can, for example, take hemp protein.
Yes.
Hemp has omega-3 and omega-6. So inside of getting your protein, you're nourishing your brain and you're nourishing your joints.
Yes. You're not putting acids in your body.
You're not putting acids. Calcium's not going to be taken away from your bones because it has to, kill the acidity from eating all the animal-based products. It's very true. And like I said, I don't see myself going back. I'm very happy where I am.
Well, I'm really happy for you. And I hope your friends someday look at you and say, oh wow, he's so healthy, he recovers fast and he's not getting old, and they're gonna start getting older and they will think,
I see the difference. I feel like I'm not aging as fast as I used to be. I'm still young. But because I wasn't eating healthy before, I would feel fatigued, I would feel tired,
mental clarity goes really up too. Wow, that's awesome. So is there anything else you would like to say?
Just eat as much fruit as you can,
Eat as much fruit as you can. Cheers. Thanks for sharing. Bye.
The salad bowl, the salad fish bowl.
Wow,
It's like from a
the
wedding.
salad fish bowl. Woohoo! Thanksgiving is over. Christmas is coming. Stay tuned for Rock for Syrian 8010 Adventures. Rock Christmas coming next. Share, subscribe, like this video, give thumbs up so it ranks better in the YouTube search. And I'll see you later. Bye. Superhero, I'm biking home. So I'll catch you later. Gotta run. Duty is calling. Fruits are calling me. Bye.